Hi, this is Highbridge Motorhomes Devon branch, and on this very mild, maybe even spring-like, early February 2023 day, we are doing a video on Susie, the Ahorn TF620 that I keep on calling Rosie for some reason, but she is Susie, and she is a 2006 Ahorn TF620. Now, a lot of you may not have heard of Ahorn. So Ahorn, they are these days part of the Trigano group. Isn't everybody? Trigano are a giant French manufacturer, and they own, amongst other people, Ahorn, Rimmer and Kentucky, who are all Italian sister brands. They own McLuey, Mobile Vetta, they own Autotrol, they own Adria, they own Autosleeper. So they're a European conglomerate. Ahorn, Rimmer and Kentucky Camp are all built, I believe, in the same factory, certainly the same direct company over in Italy. And back in 2005-2006, when the market was really strong pre-recession, there were lots of European brands coming into the UK, and you'd be able to buy ostensibly the same van badged as a Rimmer, as an Ahorn, or as a Kentucky. The Ahorns were predominantly sold by MB up in Bury, who sold this one new. But this is actually a van which I've sold previously when I ran a motorhome dealership, or was a salesman at a motorhome dealership in Lancashire way back in 2008, and I've just taken it in part exchange. That's 15 years later down in Devon, so it's rather nice to see Susie again. So Susie is a 6.3 metre fixed bed low profile transit based coach built. We don't always sell vans of this age, but if they're predominantly free of damp, free of corrosion on the chassis, and they're in good order, unlike some dealers, we will sell them, because not everybody either has the budget or wants to spend 40, 50, 60, 70,000 pound on a motorhome. I know I don't. I've got a couple, one's for 2005 and one's for 2001, and they are both as reliable and probably better built than most of the new stuff you'll see. So all motorhomes will go wrong from time to time, but age doesn't necessarily mean anything. And of course, they've done a tiny mileage. So let's have a look at this particular one. So she's an Ahorn TF620. Ahorn these days, they're predominantly, and they were always targeted at the German market, so Italian built but sold all over Europe, but predominantly in Germany. But this one's right hand drive UK spec, sold new in the UK. It's a fixed bed. It's actually got 6 seat belts, this, so you've got 4 berths, 6 seat belts, 3.5 tonnes. You can drive it on your car licence, based on the front wheel drive Ford Transit, which is rare. It's 2 litre but with 125 horsepower. It's a really good engine, this. Very quiet, very smooth, and that's a lot of power, that. So she drives really well. Done only 33,000 miles. She's 6.3 metres long, approximately 2.35 wide. Low profile at 2.85 tall. She's priced at 23,995, and that will come with a major engine service, full habitation service. If it's got a cam belt, it will be changed if it's anywhere near being due. Tyres will be checked and replaced if they're over 5 years old, and full habitation service, and our 12-month in-house warranty, which covers all factory fitted features and even covers damp, which no other warranty does, because we warranty things in-house. So at this age, we're the only people who will cover you for leaks and damps. Read the small print of your other dealers' warranties, they don't cover that. So walking around the outside, bodywork's very good. Transit panel vans can suffer a bit from rust, but this is a chassis cab, so the bits that go rusty on the 06 and before Transit aren't actually here, because it's a chassis cab, so it hasn't got the doors and things which the other ones do. She's all in good order bodywork wise, just come in, so it's not been touched, but tyre very good. That looks quite new. You got deadlocks on the front doors, which is great for extra security if you're abroad. Freshwater fill up point there, so you've got an onboard freshwater tank that's approximately 100 litres or so in size. On the roof there's a digital TV aerial, and there's also a large solar panel back there. Flue here for your gas powered combined heating and hot water system. That is just gas powered. You don't tend to see the gas or mains electric ones at the time, so if you're on mains hookup, just carry a little plug-in heater. Because it has just come in, it's a bit green around the gills from lack of use, like, but we'll fully valet it before it goes out. This gives you access for storage underneath the fixed bed. We'll see a bit of that from the inside. Now, damp. Dealers don't talk about damp because customers get scared of it. Coach builds can suffer from it. New ones can, older ones can. This is the main reason why we don't sell all that many vans of this sort of age. It's not because we're snooty, it's because they can suffer from damp. And while damp can be fixed, it's hassle and time consuming to do so. So we were going to buy a 2007 Choson earlier on today, but on inspection we found damp in 6 different places, and it just wasn't worth our time to put it right when we have so many sort of damp part exchanges and things that we do fix coming in. This was a part exchange, and the only bit of damp on the van is a little bit of damp in the floor there. So this will be stripped back, resealed. We'll cut the soft bit of floor, which is about yay big, behind there. We'll cut that out, replace it. It will all look to factory, and you won't suffer from damp again. But apart from that, I thoroughly damp tested Susie, not Rosie, myself, and I couldn't find anything apart from that, which is excellent. So on the back we've got a tow bar stroke nudge bar. By the way, while we're talking about damp, I would say 30 to 50% of all vans that we take in part exchange need some damp rectificational work. So the dealer that tells you all the vans on his forecourt are free of damp is a dealer that is not to be trusted, because they're not. So yeah, awful lot of damp rectificational work. So we're not saying vans won't be damp, but they won't be damp when you pick them up. It will be eliminated, which so everybody's open and honest about it. It's never a problem. So on the back we've got a 2-bike rack, which is handy, can come off if you're not using it. There's a nudge bar with a tow bar on the back as well, which is handy as well for electric bikes. You can put a bike rack there so you don't have to lift them up at all. So your Thetford cassette dump point there, and a double reversing camera up high, which is excellent. Now, being picky, because there is a gentleman from Kent interested in this, so we're going to be picky. Is there a tiny bit of shrinkage of this rubber trim there? Well, there is. It's only a cosmetic rubber trim, but they do shrink with age. Not a lot we can do about that. These, where the sealant comes out slightly, they were like that from new. Rimmers are famous for that. They still do it today, so no problem there. It's only cosmetic. Van does need a good clean. Is it a bit flat? Well, it's not really, in fairness to it. It just needs a clean, but it's not like white, but it wasn't white from new, so that's all fine. Bike rack's got one slightly bent arm on it, still perfectly functional. Rear corners are good, in fairness to it. Yeah, but this is for its age, it's very, very good. Other rear corner, very, very good. Yeah, that's fine. Coming around the driver's side, that's storage under the storage. I'm guessing that's storage under the bed as well, because that's your toilet cassette locker there. Now, coming around the driver's side, European van, the doors on the off side. We've got a Fiamma awning, which will be checked. We've got an awning rail fitted underneath, which you don't really need because you can use the groove in the front of the Fiamma. We've got double glazed windows all the way around. One thing I did notice, which is only cosmetic, but it's worth noting, is that this one has blown slightly. See, it's got a bit of a misting in it. It's only cosmetic. It's not something we would replace on one of this age. If you want to replace it, it's a polyplastic window. You might still be able to get one, but we'll take the little bung out of it and that will dissipate. But on direct sunlight, you might notice a bit of condensation in that window again. Coming around this side, bodywork's very, very good. Tyres, yeah, very, very good as well. Looks like I think it has had new tyres quite recently, actually. Again, sealant's a bit squidgy out there, but they were all like that. It's non-setting sealant, so it'll ooze out and come back in again. Fridge vents, fine. 3-way fridge freezer. Mains hookup's been replaced with a newer one at some time. The flap, which is good. Then looking into the cab side of things, we've got Lecky windows. We've got 5-speed manual gearbox with a floor-mounted gear stick. We've got traction control, and we've got cab air conditioning, which you won't see on many vans from 2006 at all, and a passenger airbag, same thing. It's got these more comfortable seat covers on, upholstered backrest, loose cover. Doesn't have the seat base ones anymore. That's the original transit seat. They probably got a bit threadbare with age, those, so they've been disposed of at some time, but that's no problem really. It's got this steering wheel cover on it, but steering wheel's fine underneath. These don't swivel because you've got a 4-seat dinette inside, so there's no need for them to swivel. Coming in through the cab door, we've got plastic built-in step, which is good, so you don't need an extra one. Now this is the front wheel drive transit, so the floor level isn't as high up as the rear wheel drive one, and it handles much better. Handy grab handle on the way in with storage pockets. Plastics for the fly screen door. These were always creaky old things from new. It's all there. It's had a couple of repairs. The slide out bit is going to be like that, in fairness to it. That might need a bit of adjustment for opening and closing a bit better there, but it's basically okay. It's functional. Oh, there we go, I've done it. I was pushing it from the wrong way. Gas locker there for 2 gas bottles. Extra Fiamma security lock. extra storage pocket, awning light above the door. So coming in, it's only 6.3 metres, it's not a big van. I like the fact it's got really big windows, it's got a really big hecky roof light, so it's quite light in here. Another really big window, and you've got the more expensive, oh no, they're not concertina, I thought they were concertina blinds and fly screens, but they're the pull down ones. But you're fine, quite a big sink. Cooking facilities wise, you've got hob top, as these European vans tended to have, extractor, big 3 gas burner hob. Don't think you could fit an oven to this because it's got the fridge underneath the hob. 3-way fridge freezers in very nice condition actually, that's very, very tidy in there. It's a full width freezer, runs off gas, mains electric, or 12 volt while you're driving. Good size cutlery drawer, decent size storage under there. And yeah, storage over the cab for your bedding, for your front bed could go up there. Yeah, needs a clean, but it doesn't smell at all. This, it doesn't smell of must, it doesn't smell of cigarettes, it doesn't smell of dog, which is good. Good sized wardrobe. Remote control panel up there looks terrifying. It isn't really, because you've just got a button for your lights, button for your water pump. Relatively straightforward in fairness to it, and that's all functioning absolutely fine. 4-seat dinette with 4 seat belts. You've got 2 forward facing seat belts there, 2 rear facing lap belts there. This table, good condition, very light, which is great. So to make this into a bed, literally you just unclip the table, fold the leg in there, and it just sits on little lips underneath those cushions there, and just drop your backrest in. So actually, in the world of dinettes, that's going to be very, very easy to make into a good size small double stroke single bed. So yeah, that's very straightforward. It probably was designed to extend a bit from new, possibly, maybe it wasn't actually, not sure, but anyway, as a small double for kids or a good size adult single, that'll be absolutely fine. Plenty of high level storage cupboards, all in good condition. Catches are fine. We've got an old fashioned TV unit. That would be great for a microwave if it had a main socket in it. There's a 12 volt socket in it there. Someone's fitted a TV bracket here, but they've taken the bit that connects the bracket to the TV with them, which is really annoying, so we could replace that with a better TV bracket. There is a digital TV aerial on the roof as well as the solar panel. It's a bed you can access under there from the outside. It's a good sized bed, it's quite flat, it's not got the most luxurious mattress on it, so you might want to, hey, there's nothing wrong with that, but it's original. It's only thin foam, it's slatted underneath for support, so you might want to get a nicer mattress top or something like that for it. 4 cupboards all the way around, opening skylight, 2 opening windows. Artistic, slightly risky bit of art there, but we'll leave that on. And yeah, she's all again clean, tidy. Nice thing for its age. Bathroom's really nice as well. So it's got this slightly dated, I don't know even know what colour you'd call that, but slightly dated plastical colour. Lots of it, but it's in decent order. No cracks in the sink. No cracks that I can notice in the shower tray. Fine, in fairness to it. Big separate shower. It is a curtain, not a screen, but it's such a big space, that, with a light and a vent, which is good. It's got a shower thing on it. It's got a big opening window, which is good as well. Got a nice little toilet roll cover, I like that, and the depth cassette toilet. And that, again, is all fine. Yeah, it's not the actual cutting edge of modernity, but it's functional, and it works, and it's a nice thing. Mains thing there. Plug socket for a hairdryer, so you can stand there, hello, and blow dry your hair for the gentleman or the lady. There's another main socket down there, 12 volt up there as well, more strip lights across here, partial conversion to LED, there's the odd LED spotlight around, warning winder handle as you come in the door. So I said I'd be as critical as possible. I'm actually not seeing really any faults with this. I look at things with my dealer's head on, and there's not a lot on this van that looks like it's going to cost me any money, in fairness to it, which is good, and it's absolutely fine. 2 main sockets been added there with 2 USB. Sometimes we have to replace these because they're not up to National Caravan Council approved workshop scheme muster. Oh, there's a 12 volt socket and another TV point up there as well. But yeah, no, everything's tickety-boo. So reversing camera monitor is up there. For darkening the cab, you've got curtains that go around. You might want to get some silver screens. There's a centre tension rafter for the awning there. And yeah, Susie, Rosie, whatever her name is absolutely fine. Original carpets. Yeah, good, I like it. So yeah, 23,995 buys you this 2006 Ahorn TF620. She'll come with a major engine service, full MOT, major engine service, so all the oils, filters and things are changed, as well as the coolant and air filters, fuel filters, you name it. A very detailed valet. The roof from storage is green as anything, that'll all be minted up. Full habitation service, full 12-month warranty for 23,995, which is all good news. So any questions at all, you can give us a call here on 01626 832 792. If nobody answers, leave a message or ring direct on the mobile number, because we might be out here with customers. 07432 662 558. We are right by the busiest road in South Devon. We're on an intercity railway line. We give you 2 free nights at a local campsite for after collection and a very detailed handover, and that's where we are, Newton Abbot, just south of Exeter, between Exeter and Plymouth, on the busiest road in South Devon. So ring us today and ask about Susie, the Ahorn TF620. Thank you very much. Bye bye.